first met, I mean, what were you feeling like as soon as you hit that ball?
I mean, it was an amazing feeling to see that ball go through the hole. And I mean, it wasn't particularly the day I wanted as an individual. I mean, I was over 4 with a walk at that point. So like everything went out the door. It was just about getting the job done. For the boys, it was really just trying to get a ball up and hit it hard into the middle of the field. I got around it a little bit and got into that 6 hole, and it was just an amazing feeling to come through for the boys. I mean, I've been trying to establish myself the whole season, and it's just an amazing opportunity to take that moment and to come through.
You're breathing pretty hard right now. Was the celebration a little crazy?
Yeah, it's still my adrenaline's still going a little bit for sure.
It is, bro.
PJ, that home run, I mean, what was your approach to the plate going into that? Did you want a home run there, or were you just seeing the right pitches?
I mean, honestly, in that count, it was a 1-2 count, and I got up on the plate. We preach about 2-strike hitting, and I was just trying to hit some hard up the middle, and he gave me a break-in slider, and I got a good barrel on it and snuck out.
When you guys, go into the top of the 9th inning with a 7-run lead, and then you have to play the bottom of the 9th because the other team put up an 8 spot. How do you keep the confidence and not get down on yourselves?
Just gotta believe. You gotta take one at bat at a time, one pitch at a time. I mean, a 1 run for this offense usually isn't an issue, but in that situation, pressure kind of gets mounted on you. But just sticking to the simple things and going at it like you always do.
Was it a bit of a sigh of relief when PJ hit that home run in the game?
Definitely. I can't tell you how much of a sigh of relief that was, but yeah, a huge homer. Yeah, ended up loading the bases and getting the job done with Polk, so it's huge all the way around.
Yeah, he speaks on joining those 8 runs in the top of the 9th. Like, what's kind of the message in the dugout going out before you take the field on offense? Just like what the mission is to go. Obviously, knowing you're down 1 to force a rubber match in tomorrow's game 3.
Yeah, it's just next best action. Do what you can. You can't. We couldn't walk it off. PJ couldn't walk it off with 1 swing. He did the best he could and tied the ball game up. But it was all about just winning every pitch, winning as many pitches as we could, so that we could overall win the game.
Dominic, 5 for 5 today, 4 of them for singles. What was your mindset going into the plate throughout this contest?
I just hit the ball hard, put a good barrel on it. Not, when you get in trouble when you try to hit homers. So I just put good barrel on ball, and I knew the rest would take care of itself. So.
Landed 2 home runs. You're now the national leader in home runs. What were you seeing at the plate today, or over the course of the season, just be as dominant as you are right now?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to keep it simple every day. Attack every at-bat like it's a new one. Not remembering the past at-bat, not remembering the future at-bats or what could happen. Just trying to be present in the moment and look for a pitch I can hit, and that's that.
Landed today in the center, obviously most of the season left, but talk about, as this team, everyone's ability to play everywhere.
Yeah, I think it helps us a ton, having guys that can be versatile and move around whenever we need them to. I think that can only help us. I think a lot of teams struggle with that, but this team's got so much depth. Like, we can pinch hit guys, DH guys, move guys around. Matchups, huge. I mean, yeah, whatever we want to do with the lineup, we can pretty much do because guys can play multiple positions.
Landon, on Tuesday, Cohen hit that grand slam. You followed it up with a home run. 4th inning tonight. Did you get any deja vu, same kind of situation?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I kind of thought of that. GCU, same type of situation where Cohen comes up, hits a granny, and get up there with a runner on. Yeah, history repeats itself, I guess.
What's the mindset going in tomorrow? Obviously, try to take the good momentum and kind of leave the top of the 9th. Mind you, what's that mindset going in tomorrow in the rubber match? You need to get a win.
Yeah, just bring it tomorrow. I mean, we know that these guys are scrappy, and we can be scrappy too. I think that we get lost in the home runs and all the flashy stuff, but this team's got some dogs, and we just need to keep on going and keep showing it and attack every day like it's a new day.
You guys say that you don't try to hit home runs and you want to leave that flashy stuff, but every run except for the last one scored off of a home run. How are you guys just able to do that? What leads to that? And you say you're not trying to do it, but it keeps on happening.
I think it just comes from sticking to our team approach, getting the ball up in the zone rather than down. I know sometimes we can still hit it out on a pitch down, but mainly just getting the ball over the heart of the plate, getting a good pitch to hit.
PJ, Willie slid you down to the bottom of the order yesterday. You did okay, but then today, being able to come up big when you really needed it, what did it mean to you to maybe slide down but still come up for that?
You know, as long as I'm in the lineup, I'm just there to do my job. This is the most important thing wherever I am in the lineup is just do whatever. You know, I had a couple hit and runs tonight. You know, if my job's that, then my job's that to win that game. So I don't really care where I am in the lineup as long as I'm playing hard for my boys. That's all that matters.
Matt, in the top of the fourth, Nikolai threw out runners trying to steal second, and then hit a grand slam in the bottom half of that. And it does a dual threat play like that fire up a squad going throughout the game?
Yeah, for sure. Especially since, I mean, we got a lot of our runs in that one inning and in the middle. So, like, being able to see him be able to play defense, it picks up the team and more importantly, like, it lowers their intensity on the other side of the dugout, across the street in their dugout. It made them kind of their momentum go away, and so Cohen doing that and then coming up and hitting a home run is huge.
Willie yesterday spoke about wanting to see consistency, and I kind of feel like today y'all had the good, then y'all had some of the bad. Like, what does it take to be more like stick to the good stuff and not leave some of the bad stuff behind in future contests, whether it be tomorrow or the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think just attacking every inning, being on offense no matter where you're at. I think on the mound, being on offense, attacking hitters, I think we can do a better job with that. But at the same time, at the plate, attacking every pitch. I don't think many of our guys are too passive up there right now. We're going and taking swings, and you saw that tonight. We hit the ball around quite a bit. So sticking with that on both sides of the ball, I think that can only help us, and it'll take us a long way for sure.
Matt, talking about your progression throughout the season, wasn't getting a lot of starting reps. Now you've kind of grown into that role as a starter, and then coming up big as the hero. What are your emotions throughout this journey?
I mean, just staying consistent every day. I mean, who you are or how you project your emotions shouldn't matter if you're in the lineup or not. I mean, every day, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We're all trying to win as a team. So as long as I get the opportunity to be in the dugout and be a part of the team, it's just a cherry on top of being able to help us win.
For PJ and Dom, this is your third conference that you've played in, seeing a lot of different hitters. What is different about Landon Hairston than everyone else?
He hits the ball over the fence more than everyone.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think
He's the most consistent hitter I think I've ever seen.
easily,
play,
yeah.
Ever.
Is there anything about his process that sticks out?
I mean, it's just his work ethic, the way he goes about the things, the little things, you know, if that's his approach or who he's facing up on the mound. It doesn't really matter. He's the best player on that field when he steps on the field.
Going back to last night, Willie got ejected, Brody got ejected. Did that kind of light a fire under you guys going into today? Did you play with a little more intensity?
100%. You know, I think we all just, again, stuck to our team approach. Got a ball up in the zone, over the heart, and, you know, didn't hold back.
It just seems like no moment is too big for any of you guys, but Landon, specifically yourself. Just how do you keep yourself calm in the big moments, in the potentially game-changing moments? Is there something you tell yourself? Is there something you do, before you step in the box? How do you go about that?
Not really. I think I just go up there looking for a fastball, and that's pretty much it. I can kind of get distracted in all the situations and people trying to pitch around me, but at the end of the day, they got to throw the ball over the plate, and if they throw the fastball, be ready.
Matt, I mean, your journey, obviously coming from Vandy, coming here, obviously not getting the playing time you've been wanted early on, to now being kind of in that lineup and coming through today. What's kind of that journey been like from transferring to being here now to walking off tonight's game and forcing a rubber match in tomorrow's game 3?
I mean, yeah, it's just a whole lot of mental toughness. Just being able to show up at the ballpark every day and continue to get your work in and not necessarily get the benefit that you may want. But again, like, just being able to be a part of a team and being a part of this Arizona State culture and community, like that's reward enough. Being able to perform for my team and being able to go out there and get the opportunity to play a little bit more consistency is just the cherry on top. I mean, it's truly a blessing to be able to play baseball at this high of a level. So just keeping everything in perspective and understanding like what's important.
And following up on that, obviously being at Vandy, one of the best programs in the nation, where does this team stack up with some of those in the country and what's y'all's ultimate potential?
I think our potential is through the roof. I mean, we have the best hitter in college baseball. We have one of the deepest lineups that I've ever been able to be a part of. Once everything gets clicking on all cylinders, I think there's not a team in America that could beat us.
Landon and Matt, you guys both share the outfield with Sam Myers. He got in today, 3 for 4. What have you seen from him that's allowed him to be so consistent this season when he hasn't gotten the playing time that he might deserve, but with the depth?
Yeah, he's a grinder. He does all the little things right. Sometimes he can go unnoticed with some of the things that he does, whether it's in the outfield or at the plate, getting bunts down. His bunt today was huge and getting us rolling in that inning. And we ended up scoring a bunch of runs in that inning. So having guys like that can do so many things that not a lot of people can do. I know me, myself, I do not bunt very well, so I'm glad somebody else can take over that. And, yeah, Sammy's a grinder. He comes in, works his butt off every day, and, yeah, it's awesome to see him doing good.
Dominic, going back to your offensive mindset, the team only racked up 4 strikeouts today. What do you think is the mindset that's helping you guys put the ball in play and just keep those Ks off the stat sheet?
Man, I think it's just keeping the approach the same no matter what the count. 2-0, 0-2, you treat it the same. Maybe with 2 strikes you protect a little more, but in terms of pitch selection, keeping away from, below the zone and getting the ball up and over the plate.
This game, 4 hours. Like just over 4 hours long. How big of a momentum switch heading into tomorrow is it to win a marathon like this?
Oh man, it's huge. We needed this, and it came at a great time. Came from the whole team, and I think that team effort, I think we really grasped that today, and we're going to need it tomorrow. So, yeah.
I think a potentially underrated aspect of this game was Utah's 3 errors compared to you guys not committing 1 error. How important is consistent and clean defense, especially in close games like this?
It's how you keep your team in the game. I think not letting those innings spiral, and we could easily have some innings get away from us with errors or throwing balls away. So knowing that we got guys in the infield that can pick it and that do the little things right, it's huge for our pitchers, knowing that.
I believe this is the. Oh, sorry, Matt.
I was gonna say today we did more than just made the routine play. I mean, PJ had a huge play that really was a big difference in the game. So like, not just making the routine, but going above and beyond, and just being consistent. Like that's what good ball teams do. That's what good ball clubs do.
I believe this is the 3rd straight series with the rubber match. How has that experience and that adversity kind of helped you guys out going into tomorrow and keeping that clear mindset?
I mean, just like a Super League, the only way to get good at winning rubber match games is being in rubber match games and having that experience. So when we get to the postseason and get down the line and we have those elimination games, we have those games where, rubber needs to meet the road, we're going to be prepared because we've been in those situations, we felt that pressure, and we're going to know how to react